Well, I want to do a quick video comparing these power banks. I'll give you the backstory in a second here, but on the right here we have the Thrunite C2. I did a video on this not too long ago, and a viewer had seen the video, and they said, look, I have an Anker PowerCore Mini, and that Thrunite's basically a ripoff of it, or a copy of it, all the way down to the bag, the pouch you get. So they showed me the link, they showed me what it was all about. They said, listen, I'd really love to see you do a comparison video. And I said, well, you know, I have no interest in getting the Anker one. I do have different power banks. And as far as power banks go, you can get a lot more, you know, power for your dollar. And we'll talk about that later in the video as well. But they were insistent that they send me money to buy this so that I can do a comparison video. And that's what I did. It was like $13. They sent me the money. And I bought this on Amazon to do this very video. So this is the Anker PowerCore Mini, okay? And this is a 3350 milliamp hour power bank. All right, so what comes with it is pretty simple. Basically, you have the unit, the pouch, and then the charging cable. Charging cables are pretty much identical, but you can see the mesh bag, which Thrunite mimicked pretty much identically, although the size is different. This one just holds the unit, okay? It holds actually perfectly. However, I do much prefer the Anker, the bag being bigger, because I can hold the unit in here with the charging cable, and it's nice to have the charging cable with it. All right, so definitely better as far as the bag goes. I like the bigger bag the Anker offers. As far as the units themselves, they're pretty much identical. Again, the Anker is 3350 milliamp hour, where the Thrunite's 3400 milliamp hour. 50 milliamp hour doesn't really make that much of a difference to me. However, here's the big change, and as far as functions, totally identical. Right, but the big difference is that the Anker has an internal battery. It is not removable. So this essentially is just a power bank for $13, 3350 milliamp hour. It kind of sucks. If you really look at power banks, there's awesome deals out there. Like, you know, I can't quote something specific, but you see like ridiculous numbers, 10 and 20,000 milliamp hour boxes for, you know, not much more money than what these smaller ones cost. So the advantage would be, all right, well, it's actually smaller as opposed to having a big box. But if you're someone who's prepping or buying these things for emergency purposes, you obviously want bigger boxes, more power, more storage, as opposed to, you know, the availability to carry it in your pocket or something like that. But the huge advantage of the C2, which I don't know if I made a big point in the last video, because a lot of people are like, oh, that kind of sucks for a power bank. Yeah, as a power bank, if you're just buying a power bank, I would skip both of these. These both suck as far as getting a good deal. You could definitely get the 10, 15, 20, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000 milliamp hour boxes relatively cheap, okay? However, the reason that I like this so much is because it does have an external battery, okay? So I use this specifically for flashlight use. And as I mentioned in the last video, I use this to store my spare cell, and I can charge the dead one when I swap it out. So it's very specific to that. Like I said, if you were buying just a power bank, I would skip both the Anker and the Thrunite and get something better. But if you're buying this specifically to coincide with your flashlight that happens to use an 18650 cell, or even multiple 18650s, that's where it shines. That's its real purpose. And for $20, I think it's worth it. But again, for 20 bucks for a 3400 milliamp power bank, if that's all you're seeing as a power bank and possibly a charger, then yeah, there's better deals out there. So it just kind of depends on what you're looking for. Some people may not have seen that in the first video. But again, for the viewer who specifically wanted to see a comparison between the two, that's the biggest thing. And that's what I was trying to explain in the message that I sent you, is that, you know, as a power bank, it's like, yeah, whatever. You know, this is definitely a better deal between the two. So that's pretty much the only point I wanted to make. That's why I like this so much. But again, it can't be compared to dedicated power banks because there are much better deals out there. So something to just be aware of. So there you go. Thanks again to the person who paid for this particular one so I could do the video. Probably send this back to you, or who knows, maybe give it away in the future if you don't want it or whatever. But we'll see. So that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have an awesome day, and I'll see you soon. Take care.